morning, everybody. We are on challenge
Hi, Brian.
159. We're chatting to our three winners, Rentia and myself. So, yeah, let's get cracking over here. There's been a lot of enthusiasm already. So, yeah. Good morning, ladies.
Hi, Brian.
Morning. I just want to change this. Everybody can see everybody on the video.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool. 100%. Rentia, please, you can go off and chat now.
I just want to say welcome to all the winners. It was a fantastic, exciting challenge, and you all did so well. And I'm very proud of Rita, who's my favorite winner, because she did so well. And she's always participating, and she's really thinking outside the box. So well done to you two, and to all the likes and all the comments. And you did so well, and I'm so proud of you.
It was a very, very good challenge. And something interesting from the challenge is that Stas is actually a lady.
Are you serious?
Anastasia?
Yes.
How are you?
I'm fine, thanks.
Where are you? We can't. Oh, there you are. And you've got such a beautiful name. Why do they call you Stas?
Because I'm actually Afrikaans, and then they don't like the big names.
Jy sien, ons is 3 Afrikaanse dames op vandag se show, so ek dink regtig maar ons kan maar ja, kom kry hè. Laat ons sien hoe dit gaan.
No, I'll speak in English. I'll translate everything.
Not necessary.
Yes, Helena got the most likes. Helena?
Helena's the bit brood.
Have you been on the challenge a long time, Helena?
No, not very long. I'm on my own name now. You will see that. No, not very long. Actually, my brother introduced me to this pouch, and I find it wonderful on the moment. Yes, it's fantastic.
Okay, awesome. Was this your first ink and jig that you've done, your artwork?
It was my first ink and jig, and I can tell you the ink and jig didn't want to do what I want them to do. It was terrible. And the evening before, I used the perfumed jig, and I didn't want to color. And then I just quickly 60s, and they bring me the blue one, the old-fashioned blue one, and it worked wonderful, really. So I think the type of jig is also very important to use here.
It's so interesting that the perfumed one didn't work. I didn't know that.
But you know, I made quite a nice tree, and that was the evening before we have to post, and quite a nice, you know, you do the black thing and water and things like that. It was very nice. Then I put the jig on, and it doesn't do anything. It didn't move even whitish or something like that. And then because the first try I did, I was with a friend, and we used her jig. And then I know there must be something wrong. At first I thought it is because we put our paintings in the sun. And what is interesting about the sun, the warm, it's bringing out much more of the blue, because the molecules is moving quite faster. It's lighter, the smaller the blue ones. So if you heat your water and jig, and you put it on, or you put it in the sun, your painting, then you have more bluish color. That was very good.
Stas, you were Janet. Janet chose your artwork. She unfortunately couldn't make it today. What was your experience with the jig and ink?
It was quite a challenge, but I enjoyed it, and it actually happened by accident. I did a few of them, and to see if I can get like clouds or something, and then the jig, the ink sort of just, looked like, it started looking like trees. So I decided I'll see if I can do more with that. So, but it was nice. I enjoyed it.
And I think,
and you can't really control it. That's what I enjoyed.
Stas, and I think that's why it was so successful. Because if you let go and you see what happens, and even if you have to change your initial plan, you wanted to do clouds and it looked like trees, so you went with the trees. And that's what the ink and the jig does. It really helps you to just let go and see what happens. And I think that's one of the huge problems that all our artists have, is that we want to control as much as possible. And especially when you start doing watercolor, you realize that it's almost impossible. You have to just let it go and see what happens.
And it worked, came out quite nice.
Very successful.
Margaretha, Rentia chose your challenge. Your entry. She said that you had made the most progress, and as discussed, ons kan 'n bietjie Afrikaans nou praat.
Goeiemiddag, Graham. Ek wil net eers sê ek is jammer dat ek toe nou nie kon deelneem aan die Zoom nie. Ek sou graag wou deelneem. Ek het nogal my nuutste blouse aangetrek en my gesig gegrimeer. Ek was net reg vir die besigheid. Maar toe maar volgende keer miskien. As ek nou praat oor my Quink Ink entry, dit was vir my moeilik want ek het nie sulke ink gehad nie. So ek het 'n pen gevat en ek het eintlik 3 penne gehad wat ek gekoop het. En toe het ek met dit met die penne gedoen en dan het ek nou eers verdunde jig gebruik en dan later die onverdunde jig en ek het nou so heen en weer gewerk, bietjie geteken, bietjie jig en ek was self verstom oor die kleure wat gebeur het net. Dit was vir my regtig verstommend en ek was verbaas. Ek kon nie glo ek het dit te voorskyn gebring nie. Maar en ek wil net sê ek het dit nog nooit voorheen gedoen nie. En ek wil ook net sê hierdie challenge van Rentia het nuwe deure vir my oopgemaak. Ek het geleer om nie net elke keer dieselfde werke oor en oor te kies of tonele nie. En ek het ook geleer om my eie foto's te neem en te gebruik. En om losser te werk. Sy het my baie gehelp. Hoe lank is ek op die groepie? Dit is seker al van 2017 af. En weet jy, my grootste doel is nie om te wen nie, maar net om iets te hê om op die groepie te sit, want daar is sulke wonderlike mense en kunstenaars wat sekerlik op universiteit geleer het om te skilder. Ek self het eers begin skilder toe ek 60 jaar oud was en klaar skool gehou het, want ek het 34 jaar lank graad 1 onderrig. En toe het ons afgetree en iemand het my gevra, wil ek kom bietjie skilder nie, sommer net vir die lekker. En intussen het ek begin om kursusse te loop by Elise Besidenhout en Elise de Bison. Ek het by haar gaan skilder. Ek het ook geleer by Johanna Creer in Pretoria. Ek het by haar gaan sit en skilder. En ek leer baie by Rentia. Waar bly ons? Ons bly in Plettenberg Baai. En ek behoort aan 'n kunsgroepie en ook aan die Art Society van Nysna, waar ek ook al baie geleer het. En ons skilder elke Vrydag skilder ons by 'n kerksaal. En dan smeer die ander kunstenaars af aan jou. Jy sien wat hulle doen. Elkeen doen net wat hy wil. En hulle sal jou help as jy vir hulle nader en vir hulle vra. maar mens leer elke keer, want daar is ook wonderlike kunstenaars. Hier in Plettenberg Baai is baie kunstenaars en ek voel nogal trots op dat ek op hierdie groepie raak gesien is en raak gesien is hoe hard ek probeer, want ek skilder baie, ek skilder omtrent die hele dag, ek oefen en oefen en oefen, en hoewel dit nou nog ver van is soos ek dit wil hê, dink ek tog, ek hou van my eie kuns. Dankie Graham dat jy my die geleentheid gegee het om deel te neem. Jy is 'n baie gawe man, hoor, en so geduldig. Ons waardeer jou.
Yes, let me ask Helena. Helena, did you imagination and try and see what happened while you were working?
After that flop of the previous tree, I looked at one of my old photos, and it was a white and black photo, and it just worked. It is not exactly, but it worked that way. So.
And it's also a good idea to make a black and white photo so that you get your values right. Because if your dogs must be your dogs and your lights must be your lights for your trees and your clouds to look right.
That was
such a beautiful, beautiful painting. And you, Stas, how did you do it? Did you use a reference photo?
No, I didn't. I just sort of started with with the horizon, and I tried to get some clouds, and then, no, I didn't use a photo. Didn't even think of that.
Wow, such beautiful, successful artwork. Helena, have you been painting all your life, or when did you start painting?
I started about a year to 2 years ago. We were with friends at Selby Park, and Suzette Markle, and she just get us some painting, watercolor, and I was so confused, I can tell you. She sat there and learned us and say we must draw the trees, and I couldn't even draw a little stick man, so that was my introduction to that. So, but I'm a biology teacher, and that is my drawback, because I want to paint exactly, the eye must be like the eye. Yeah, that's because I've written textbooks, and I did the drawings, but on the computer. So I want to draw every little thing, and the last I will say month or 2 to 3 months, I started getting loose. Let it go.
That's wonderful.
That is fantastic. I'm still only on watercolor on the moment. Some or other time I will go. I already bought my oil, so I think I will go over to the oil.
And you can always start with acrylics. That's much easier, and do your underlays in acrylic, and then you just finish off with oils. That's a little bit of a short.
I think, but I first want, I want my watercolor more loose, and if I get that right, I will go over to the other. So
that's great. Well, congratulations on your textbook. So you're a clever lady.
No, I think that was a need, but I love to draw on the computer. It was so different to come to a medium after that.
Yeah. I'm sure.
Okay.
Stas, and you, how long have you been painting?
It is about 4 years now, and so I'm self-taught. I don't know anything about anything, but I enjoy it, and that's why I enjoy the challenge, because it challenges you, and to try and do some new things, because I've never worked with ink and jig, and I've never done a self-portrait or even like that charcoal of Betty White. That was my first ever, portrait. So
that's fantastic.
That's why I enjoy it. So and you learn a lot, because when you say that one doesn't look good because the trees are the same size or whatever, then, you know, that's how I learn, because otherwise I don't know if the people start talking about composition and stuff, and then I get a bit confused. But when you see the picture, you know, with the comments, then it's much easier.
True, I agree. And I have to say, Janet did a stellar job in explaining and teaching us and going through the process. She shared all her secrets. I think it was just really generous of her to share with us the way that she did.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was, everybody that we've been chatting to has been blown away by something new, as well as the outcome of the artworks that were entered. So yeah, hopefully we come up with lots of these things. You know, it's cool for everybody.
Yeah, I've got lots of ideas, lots and lots.
Stas, where do you stay?
In Bloem.
Bloemfontein.
Yes.
And what do you do in Bloem?
I can't say I'm a housewife, because a housewife, it sounds like I need to cook, and I don't like cooking. I'm a widow, so at this stage I work in the garden and I paint and I play with my 3 doggies. So yeah.
You into I forgot the name now. Those little blockies where you stick them down. What do they call them?
Scrabble.
No. Mosaics. You into mosaics as well?
Yes, I love mosaics. I've done some ceramics with a friend of mine, and yeah, so I do different kind of things.
Okay. And your paint mediums, which mediums do you all do?
I've just used acrylic and watercolors. Never done oil before.
And why not?
When I started, my husband was quite ill, and I was just scared that the smell might affect him. But that's why I started with acrylics, because you can wash it with water and whatever. So, and yes, I just never got to the oil sheet, but maybe give us an oil challenge.
Well,
Yes, yes, yes.
And then you are into miniature stuff, the models and stuff. Yeah, I've been spying on you, you see.
I did that during the lockdown. It was only me and my animals. So to prevent me from going crazy, I started that, and that was it kept me busy. So yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot of patience to do that kind of stuff. Yeah. Helena, I was listening, Nana, and you said that you're doing digital stuff.
I did. I'm not doing it anymore, but that was necessary at that time. Yes, I did.
On what were you doing the digital art? Your tablet or laptop?
It's on my computer. Sometimes on my laptop, but mostly on my the computer, and working. It's nice. The mouse is easy to use. On a laptop, it's not so easy.
I'm very impressed that you do something on a computer, because it's it's not often that you see mature ladies who are good with a computer.
I love it.
Yes, we know.
No. You know, you must moenie 'n vrou onderskat nie, hoor.
No, I'm very impressed. I'm very impressed. Very cool.
But
you I'm going to pick up some of your pictures. Have you loaded them onto your Facebook profile, your digital art?
Yes, some of my, now not my computerized things, but I'm also taking photos. I love that. Also, after I retired, I started, I bought some cameras, and I'm doing photos, especially with dragonflies. Because, that's beautiful, and I just can't get enough of them. So colorful, so different. So I love that. I also do close-ups of them. So that's
and They make the most beautiful watercolor paintings.
Yes, yes.
Yes, yes. There's so many colors in it. You can use all your whole palette to draw
Palette.
them. Last one, I don't think I put it on the Facebook, but I took it. There's not a color that's not in that dragonfly.
So beautiful.
I definitely think that's a challenge we should do, is a dragonfly close up in, we'll discuss a medium and see what comes up, because
I think watercolor is one of the easiest, because it's that wings is transparent. And you will get that with watercolor, not with the other mediums. So
okay. So I definitely think that's a challenge that's going to be in the next couple of challenges, is watercolors. But we'll get you involved so you can do more Zoom meetings with us, because you're quite comfortable now.
You think?
Yeah. It's a shame everybody was so nervous that I've been chatting to this week for the to come onto the Zoom. But you know, once you're here, it's fine, because we're all just chatting and just finding out about each other.
Yeah.
Helena, where do you stay?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, where do you stay?
In Pretoria.
Okay.
I'm staying quite near a nature reserve, so I always say that is the extension of my garden. So it's fantastic to walk there. There's little springbugs and zebras and ostriches, you name it. And quite a lot of mushrooms. That's my other love, is all the mushrooms, all the fekies for my grandchildren. I take them to see all the fekies. Berries.
So special.
Let's go on to our last part of the chat, and let's chat about what you guys would like to see for future challenges. I'll ask Stas first. Stas, what would you like to see for any future challenges?
Maybe something, what do you call it? You know, like modern abstract something. I don't know if we've done something abstract, just for a change, because I enjoy that, but I still want to see what it is, you know, not just, but I love abstract paintings.
Okay, and medium?
Any medium, I don't know.
But I would really like to do exactly what Stas said, but let's do it in oils. You know, if you start, but you have to have a subject. You can't just splash paint on and, you know, get a few colors and a few ideas on canvas. You have to see it's a rose or it's a buck, or
a landscape,
you know,
or what.
There has to be something. Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's a good idea.
That could work out nice. Helena, what would you like as a challenge, besides for the watercolor dragonflies?
I think it's a difficult one. I love eyes of birds. You know, if you look at the birds of prey, their eyes are so rude and cruel, different. If you look at another bird, it is so soft and friendly. So if we have a head with the bird of prey to show with the emphasis on the eye, so they can see it's rude, actually.
That's a great idea.
It won't be easy, but it is fantastic.
We don't do easy on this group.
Never.
I see that.
No, that's fine. Okay, cool. I think that's it for our interview. I'll get hold of you ladies during the week. I'll send you guys an introduction email that we send to all the winners and that. And then, yeah, you can grab your prizes from there. And we'll definitely be in touch again once we, for our next challenges, we're making a list of all the ideas and that. And, you know, we want to get more and more people involved. And if it's your idea, then stick you back on the show and we can chat some more and stuff like that.
And we must just keep sharing all the posts and the videos and make sure that people out there, you know, see what it's all about.
Yeah, the sharing helps. I promise you it helps. And you know that the videos are getting so much attention, which is great. And the response from them is that people are enjoying them and they enjoy the chat and understanding and learning who people are, and finding out that someone who's been on the group is not who you think it is, like Stas.
Graham was so proud that you're a male, because the males don't really win or participate. So it's a bit of a letdown.
No, that's cool. Thank you so much, ladies, for joining up. We really appreciate it. Congratulations on winning.
Thank you so much, Graham. Thanks, ladies.
Thank you for your
Yes,
time,
thank
everyone.
you.
Thank everyone.
Okay,
It was
Thank you.
bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.